I'm not sure I'm ready to brave this rain. Okay, John, so today... Ooh, it's windy. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because today I'm on a mission. So I don't know if you know, but there's this British artist, he's like a graffiti artist called Banksy. He's kind of like an artist Batman, you know, like he has like a secret identity. He strikes at night. There's a lot of controversy surrounding whether or not he's a criminal or a good person. Anyway, that aside, I'm a big fan of him. And towards the end of 2018, a Banksy popped up in my hometown of Port Talbot, very close to where I live. This was very exciting, but it attracted a bunch of Banksy fans from all over the world, and they all kind of swarmed on this Banksy piece. So I wasn't able to really go see it without there being a big crowd. As you see, today is a horrible day. It's an awful day. And I was going to spend it inside, not doing anything, just getting on with some chores or something. But I decided this is probably the day where there's not going to be a lot of people, you know, around the Banksy piece, because people wouldn't want to go out in this weather. Plus, this weather, I think, will add to, like, the piece's kind of overall theme. I don't know. You'll see when you see the piece. But also, I've heard that it is obscured now, which bums me out because I didn't see it, like, properly. But anyway, I thought we could go see it. And I thought it would be a fun vlog. Alright, let's go. So the big issue I'm seeing is obviously the weather damaging my equipment. So I don't know how much I'm going to film before we get to the Banksy. But I do want to kind of make a journey of it. The thing about Banksy is that he is... like most artists, try to say something, you know, trying to make a point, and the point might have been one against Port Talbot. You know, there's arguments to be made that his art is anti-Port Talbot, or at least an aspect of us. But I don't think that should be a reason to not appreciate it. You know, if we can't like disagree with art but still appreciate it, or if we can't look inwards and, you know, be critical of ourselves, I think that's a problem. So I don't think that it is a bad thing to appreciate a piece of work, even if it's kind of calling out the place you live and love. I don't know. It's kind of a thought for inside warm contemplation, not freezing cold in the rain contemplation. Do know that we have had our fair share of graffiti here in Port Talbot, but Banksy is pretty much the biggest graffiti artist that I can think of, so it's doubly cool that he came and what would you call it? Graffitied? Yeah, he graffitied the town. It's strange. I always think about graffiti because it's kind of a like pure expression of art, in that it is, you know, it doesn't ask permission. It's kind of against the law unless you're famous, and then people are okay with it. So it's a strange piece of art, but I've always liked it. I've always liked the idea of this piece of art, this type of art that is super controversial and kind of shines a light at how hypocritical we are, where if something looks nice, we're like, oh, keep it, it's great, you know, we love it. But if it doesn't, then it's criminal and it's graffiti, you know. Just a quick idea of what it's like in Port Talbot. This is one of my favorite spots to kind of capture the essence of how I feel about Port Talbot, because in front of me here, I'll show you now, we have a big motorway going over. It's the M4. It like cut through the town. A while ago they decided to, you know, build the M4, and it cut right through the town. And our town has got it's got a beach, and it's got a lot of green, it's got a lot of hills, so it's like this weird dichotomy of like this urban through line through a town along with the steelworks, these two very urban and industrial type things, juxtaposed with the greens of the hills and the yellows and blues of the beaches. But this here is the motorway. It cuts through a lot of the towns. You'll see it really no matter where you are. But I just want to show you here, if I can get a good shot of the the mountain through the motorway. It's kind of a great example of the town, you know. You can see that nature behind. You can see the mountain, but in front of us is always the fucking big industrial motorway. And, you know, I'm sure when the motorway was first built, people hated it. It was probably an eyesore, and people still say it is, but because I was born and grew up in a town that was already divided between industrial and nature, I kind of fell in love with that fact, and I kind of love that about the town. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Whoops. My camera's very close to dying. I really hope that it doesn't before I get there, because that would be a real bummer if I filmed all this. So let's just get straight to the Banksy now. I can just see it in front of me. I'm going to experience it by myself, and then I'm going to film it. Well, there it is, covered in glass and fencing and just covered up. I think that didn't really have the experience I wanted to, but you can't really, you know, you can't experience it behind all those walls. It feels like it's against the whole point of graffiti, having it all protected and stuff like that. But what are you gonna do? You know, I'm a little bit bummed. I know this is such a downer, but I'm a little bit bummed. I mean, I feel like I saw all the photos beforehand. Maybe I shouldn't have looked at them, but they were hard to see, hard to not see, you know, hard to not look at. They were all over social media and stuff. I thought experiencing it in person would be better, and it probably would have been, but it was kind of just, you know, behind all that glass and behind the fencing. I don't know. I hate to be a downer about it, but it felt disconnected in some way and industrial, which is kind of funny because, you know, going back to my whole point about Port Talbot, it was like this true expression of art and criticism of our town, and I welcome criticism. And then the industry was put as a barrier between the two. I don't know, dude. It was a bit of a bummer, to be honest. But I'm glad I went to see it. I'm glad that I saw it. And there's plans that they're going to move it to a bit of a secure location, probably put it on display a bit more, and then maybe I'll have my my deep experience with it. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching this strange video, and I'm sorry that the quality was crazy. Goodbye.